Yo, what it do, y'all? It's your man Mike Titan, the gaming savant, bringing y'all another episode of 3on3 Freestyle. Today, won't be any gameplay today. We're just going to talk about the most recent patch that came out on June 1st. As you can see on screen, that's patch 0.2.21. This was essentially a balance patch that was supposed to balance some things in the game, and I'm just going to go over all the changes that they made, give my brief opinions on it, so it shouldn't really be too long. First off, as you see here, Lulu, who's the person that benefited the most excuse me, the person that benefited the most out of this buffs and nerfs, she got buffed all the way into, I'm not gonna say god tier, but she's very viable, more viable than she was as a power forward now. And the stats that you see here, these are her prestige 5 level 10 stats, and I'll show you all the other stats to kind of match it. Her 3-point went from 102 to 127, so I believe that's the same as Lee's. Her balance, that's like being able to push people back from boxing out, went from 178 to 191, and then her rebounding ability went from 153 to 165. So if we go over here and we take a look, because I have this handy dandy spreadsheet that shows all the level 1 and level 5 characters, she gets 127.3, so that ties her with Lee with the highest 3. 191 balance, so she has the same box out ability as Murdoch and Lee, and then what was it, 165 rebound, so that puts her at the same as Murdoch. So essentially she still technically, you know, rebounding wise didn't do too much, but now she can rebound with other ones. She essentially has the same rebound as Murdoch with balance and rebounding stat, and the same 3-pointer as Lee, but she still has the highest mid-range out of all of them, so she's still a very viable power forward in my opinion. Next with Fred, so they buffed Fred. They made his long distance layup from 178 to 191. That's very good, just because Fred's main thing is doing the fake master, so he does the fake layup, fake pass into layup, jump shot pass. So him being able to lay up from a longer range helps him very well. Giving him 191 layup, I believe, long layup, I believe that puts him as this, well, we'll go over Kim and Amanda in a second, but that gives him the same as Joey, so him and Joey have the same long layup, so that puts him at the second best long layup, well, third, because you have to have the Professor, because he's not on here. Professor has the longest long layup. They also sped up the animation for his pass and run skill. Y'all know I personally hate this skill and really don't like it, but I guess they made it more faster, so easier to use, because I guess it was slow before. Now here's the one I know a lot of people were pissed about, especially a lot of Pedro mains, or just not happy about, they didn't understand. So they nerfed your boy Pedro, so 165 mid-range to 140 mid-range, which if you had cards on him to boost his mid-range, it's probably not gonna make that much of a difference, but still, it's like, wow, like he literally cannot do shit on offense except for shoot a jump shot if he's open and lay up the ball if there's nobody in the paint. Which, granted, that was what Pedro was too, just a defensive specialist. I know a lot of people wanted his shadow steal to get nerfed, or to nerf his stealing ability, but Pedro's one of those players where if you just see a Pedro in front of you, don't even like test it, like just pass the ball. This is one that I didn't see coming at all. Helena, and I'll start highlighting this shit so y'all can see it. Helena got her speed nerfed from 216 to 204. So now she has the same speed as all the other point guards by far, because she was the fastest in the game. So now they nerfed her speed to 204. This, I really don't see a reason why this was needed to be. Helena essentially, I don't know, it's just weird why they nerfed her speed like that. I didn't really see anything wrong with her speed. I played against plenty of Helenas and I really didn't have an issue staying in front of her or anything like that. But I don't know, it's just some reason they just decided she needs to be slower. And they also reduced, you have to be more careful with trying to intercept still. Now it fails when you have a hard time catching up to your opponents. So I guess if you fail an intercept, now the recovery time is longer, so it's harder to get back on defense and, you know, get in position to play. Now this one was the one that everybody wanted. Well, these are the two characters everybody wanted nerfed, but they nerfed not the thing that everybody wanted to nerf. So for some reason on Kim and Amanda, instead of reducing the success rate of quick jumper, or for me personally, I would prefer them to change the quick jumper animation, because the animation now is very jarring, so it's kind of hard to block. I would just wish they changed to like FS2 to where it's like a legit jump shot, because that would make it easier to block. Instead of doing that, they nerfed their long layup ability. I'm not 100% sure why their long layup need to be nerfed. They have 191 long layup, so I guess, I don't know. I mean, they did technically have the same long layup as Joey. Amanda's long layup was 177, so yeah, I'm not 100% sure. Like, I honestly didn't even know Kim had 191 long layup. Yeah, I'm not 100% sure, but I guess, I mean, that there's like, if you're playing a Kim or Amanda, 9 times out of 10, they're probably going to be running dash, or they're just going to try to do back step. They're going to do jab step, especially with Amanda. They'll just do jab step into like fadeaways. Like, this honestly didn't change anything about them, except for it's just going to make people want to shoot with them more instead of trying to go do layups, which is what I didn't understand, because it was like, well, all right, you nerfed their long layup, but they're still like going to shoot a lot. So I don't know. I know this was the one most people were heated about. Me personally, I'm like, well, you just got to try to contain them the best you can, but I honestly don't see the reason why, but it is what it is. And then lastly, they changed Fred's button to do his fake layup and pass fake skill. So before, you used to have to hold, what was it, L1 triangle, I believe. Now all you have to do is just hold L1 and square. And then for his fake pass skill, you just hold triangle. So I guess they're shortening the inputs to do the moves. My Fred is only Prestige 2, so I don't have these moves unlocked yet, and I don't know if I ever will get them up or anytime soon. But yeah, I guess for all the Fred users, that kind of changes how you have to use him now in the game with his button inputs. I'm not sure what type of other stuff, because I know people said that you could like cancel fake layup pass in a double clutch, and now with doing that, it makes it harder to do. I don't know, because I've never tested those skills out on Fred. But overall, that was the balance patch that they had come out on June 1st. Like I said, overall, Lulu won in this balance patch, because now she's kind of like a more, I want to say she's kind of like a better shooting version of Lee, just because she has higher mid-range, but she doesn't rebound as good as Lee, or she doesn't block as good as Lee either. But yeah, Lulu definitely won. So for all the Lulu mains, you know, rejoice. For everybody else, I don't know. I mean, the update was cool, don't get me wrong. Me personally, I just wanted them, like, I don't even care about the success rate of quick jumper. I just wanted them to change the shot animation. I've always hated the quick jumper shot animation, because it was like falling forward, so it kind of made it awkward to try to block. If it was just like a regular jump shot where they just stand up straight and shoot a jump shot, then yeah, that would kind of be easier to contend with. But I don't know. I mean, overall, it's an okay balance and nerf. Some of the stuff wasn't really warranted, like nerfing Pedro's shot and nerfing Helena's speed. I don't understand that at all, like for what reasons, but hey, you know, it is what it is, so it's what we got to deal with now. That's gonna be it for today's video. Appreciate you guys from watching. Leave me some comments below what you guys think of the balance update, if they got some stuff right, if they got some stuff wrong, which I'm sure a lot of y'all think they got some stuff wrong. But leave me some comments below. I love to see what you guys are thinking. That's gonna be it for me today. Please make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. It's your man Mike Titan, and I'm out this piece. Gone.